Graduation Day. It is a celebration of one of America's most cherished ideals. If you're talented and work hard enough, you can make it to the top.
It's time for you to lead the way.
You are the living, breathing proof that the American dream endures in our time. It's you.
To make it into Yale Law School, the top law school in the country, students must compete in a rigorous academic contest.
You're sitting here today because you ranked among the top 0.3% of a massive meritocratic competition.
Earning a degree from Yale is considered a golden ticket to the American elite. It's an exclusive club that includes Bill and Hillary Clinton and 4 sitting Supreme Court justices. But in 2015, students at commencement got some bad news from this man. The meritocracy is a broken system.
We've constructed a gilded cage that ensnares the rich and excludes the rest.
Yale Law School professor Daniel Markovits told students that the payoff they'd been working for their whole lives is actually a trap.
Working from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m., 6 days a week, without vacation or sick days, for every week of the year.
In other words, the system isn't even working for the winners.
We're now in a state in which a narrow elite is much too rich for society's good and works much too hard for its own good.
Markovitz's main argument is that by rewarding a specific kind of achievement above all else, the meritocracy is making Americans miserable and creating a hyper-unequal society.
If you're a middle-class kid or a poor kid, you simply can't compete with the educations that rich kids are getting.
That's one of the reasons why at 38 of the most elite colleges, including Yale, Princeton, and Brown, you'll find more students from families in the top 1% than the bottom 60%. But there is another way, an alternate universe, if you will. At a small liberal arts college in the foothills of Appalachia. Berea College only admits high-performing, low-income students who have been excluded from our modern meritocracy. Rich kids need not apply. You heard that right. Berea will reject their applications. It doesn't want their money. This college is completely free. 98% of freshmen are Pell Grant recipients and come from families that earn an average of $28,000 a year.
It's a radical ideology.
These are some of the poorest kids in the country.
Had you heard of Berea ahead of time?
The president of Berea, Lyle Rulofs, believes this is one of the key ingredients to its success.
At Berea, no student feels stigmatized because all students come from the same economic context.
All students are required to work for the college at least 10 hours a week.
I know some students who looked up free college and found Berea.
This sounds fake. I was just like, there's a catch.
I thought it was a scam. There's no way.
But there is a way. In 1855, the college was founded to provide an education for students excluded from elite colleges, including women and freed slaves. How do they do it? Well, it now has a $1.2 billion endowment. While Ivy League schools still admit the children of wealthy donors and legacies, largely for the sake of their endowments, Berea has made it to the list of America's 100 richest colleges another way. Shrewd investing and good old-fashioned generosity.
Come join us! It's Giving Day!
There's a fundamental impulse in American philanthropy to give opportunity to those who deserve it but lack the means. And we've tapped into that for many, many years.
So data analysis takes a little while.
If you're wondering how Berea ranks academically, this year it jumped 15 points in the US News and World Report rankings, making it one of the top 50 liberal arts colleges in the country. But Berea's president has pledged not to publicize its rankings. He believes They fuel the college admissions frenzy by focusing on the wrong metrics, money and status instead of quality. Berea's admissions office doesn't obsess about test scores or grades. Instead, it identifies students who display extraordinary potential, like McCall Anglin, a senior who had always dreamed of going to college.
Just want to see where he's at. And
McCall now works in the admissions office as a student manager and studies marketing. He spends any moment he can on his true passion, making music.
I'm making possible possible, making my problem solvable, opposite of mockable. You could say I'm unstoppable.
I feel like this is somewhere I belong. I felt very welcomed as soon as I got to the college and was shown all these different resources. Wow, these people actually want to help me succeed.
The college has built a culture in which students help each other to succeed.
It means the world to me. I feel like this is home for me. I do feel like this is home for a lot of people.
Dan Markovitz thinks that Berea's model provides one possible solution to the madness of the meritocracy.
An excellent education is an education that teaches you what you need to know, the knowledge and the skills that you need in order to do good work that's useful.
Dig deeper, dig deeper, dig deeper into which path is the clearest one to take that will make you become successful.
The universities are realizing that their current business model is just too hungry for assets and status and privilege, and they've got to diversify.
Up next, the explosive battle in college admissions over affirmative action.